Hey everybody, welcome back to Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. So today is the day I am starting my tomatoes and my peppers. I am so excited, guys. As you know, I live in an apartment, so this is a big experiment for me. Can I actually get things to grow in my grow bags here? I don't even have really a good balcony or protected area, so this is huge, just a huge experiment to see if I actually can get this to work. So prayers, positive thoughts that I can keep animals and children off my stuff. So this is what I'm gonna do. I've got these little peat cups right here. I picked this up at our local dollar store last year at the end of the season. They were marked $3. I got them for I think like 20 cents a pop. It was at the end of the season. I was really excited. I had a friend call me and say, get to the dollar store because they're practically giving this stuff away. So I've only got part of my seeds in from Baker Creek and M.I. Gardner, and I've got more stuff ordered. I'm probably going to end up with more seeds than what I actually plant. Some of this I am giving to friends because honestly I'm not going to have room to plant all this stuff. And I'm going to try different methods here of what I'm actually going to start. Because I'm going to try with a homemade grow light. I'm going to try it. Some I'm going to just try growing in the window here. And then see, I've got bottles in the way here. So we're going to just try different methods. I'm going to see what works best for me. And then, it's all kind of an experiment. See what works best. Trial and error. And hopefully this time next year I can say, this definitely worked. Try this. This definitely didn't work. Don't do that. But, each year is different. But my point is, try something, right? I've got a ton of these things too. I only brought out like 2 of these. There's like 10 more in my closet. I don't know what I was thinking except they were cheap. Any of my friends locally, if you need any of these, let me know. Because I kind of went overboard on them. But 20 cents a pop, why not? Papa, could you give me some more soil? I'm going to need some more. I'm just using an organic mix I got on Amazon. That's got a lot of sticks and crap in it. Yeah, next time I will probably just go to Lowe's or Tractor Supply or somewhere like that to buy soil. But you live and you learn. All right. And I'd probably be better off doing this outside, but my neighbors kind of look at me funny when I'm outside recording with my camera, which most of the time it really doesn't bother me, but it's not that they look at me funny. They want to stop and talk to me when I'm recording, and then I have to stop the camera, talk to them, explain what I'm doing, and it just ends up taking a whole lot longer to record something. Which for the most part, they're just being friendly. And they're like, oh, you do YouTube? It'll be nice when I'm on the farm and I can just record and get stuff done. It's a little harder to do in an apartment complex. Which I'm sure there's a lot of YouTubers that film in an apartment complex. But Nobody's been ugly to me about it or anything. All right, so got these filled up. All right, I'm gonna take these gloves off because they're just getting in the way. All right, I'm gonna start out with, this was a thank you gift from Baker Creek. But he got with a watermelon on his head, but it's not watermelon. It is, thank you dishwasher, purple Russian tomatoes. I don't know what they're gonna look like, but I am going to plant them because Baker Creek was awesome enough to send them to me. I could Google it, I guess, and see what they look like, huh? Ooh, they are very tiny little seeds. And I'm just putting 2 or 3 in each little cup. And I'm sure there's plenty of y'all are gonna say, you only need, but this is what I'm doing. I am, you know, my dad always had a big garden. My grandfather was a farmer. Literally, that was his last name. And I was out in the field as a child picking black-eyed peas or helping Daddy in the garden, but I've never grown a garden myself as an adult. So I'm going to do a whole tray of these because what I can't get to, what I don't grow, I'm going to gift to friends. And yes, I know people sell their starts and that kind of stuff, but this year I'm just going to gift to friends and stuff. I've never grown a garden myself, so this is definitely a first for us. And old Papa over here, he doesn't like tomatoes. He does like the little cherry tomatoes and grape tomatoes, right? But he doesn't like the big tomatoes. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get it. Who doesn't like a tomato? I know there's a lot of people out there who don't like tomatoes. All right, so the next thing in this tray, so I'm going to put this right here because I am going to go back and label all this so I don't forget. I know everybody's like, you need to write that down. I'm sure right now it's like freaking out because I'm not writing this down. Before I move, I promise I will write it down. I've got little sticks to stick in it. I won't forget, I promise. In this tray right here, I am planting banana peppers. He does adore banana peppers. So, I am doing a lot of, he's shaking his head at me back there. I am doing banana peppers. I have a jalapeno plant over there that is going to be ready to go into a big container. To go out. I had a habanero plant started that would have, it was doing great. And I had some, when I was in Dayton this summer, I had some little kids bouncing a ball out in the, they're not supposed to play up by the doors, but we have some little brats that like to, and I love children. Please don't think I hate children. I don't want any hate mail here. But anyway, they were being rather bratty, and they were just being, they're just destructive. And they were throwing their, and these ain't little bitty kids, these are kids that are old enough to know better. They were throwing their balls and knocked a bunch of my plants over and killed my habanero plant. Yeah, I was really sad. He went out there and kind of chewed on him a little bit. And said, my wife has worked so hard on her plant. She's going to be so sad when she comes home and that plant's dead. Well, I was given the Christian version of it.
I told him you were going to be mad.
Well, okay. I was trying to say it politely. No, he wasn't ugly. He was just... It's hard. It's hard for me. You know, I've told y'all, I grew up in the country. I grew up in a town of 500 people. And, you know, spent most of my life on a farm. So I've never before now lived in an apartment. So learning to live life inside of an apartment, it's been a difficult adjustment for me. So I've got kids right now running on top of my head, so I can hear them, and it is difficult for me. Pray for me, my friends, because I struggle. I really do. Anybody else struggle with that? I don't know if there's any other apartment folks out there. Does anybody else struggle with city life? Because I do. And my husband grew up in the city, so he adjusts easier with it than I do. And so, you know, it's not as big of an adjustment for him as it is me. I'm just from a very rural environment, and so it's different for him than it is me. My daughter obviously has grown up in the city, so it's not as big of an adjustment for her. So
where are you planting there?
I am planning. So there's a debate on how to say this. I have listened to Jess from Roots and Refuge call this Dr. Witchies. How do y'all say it? How would you say that? Whites. See, Jess calls it...
But I see where the witchy comes from.
Jess calls it Dr. Witchy, so that's what I've always called it, right? But people say, Jess, that's not how you say it. So I will probably continue to call it Dr. Witchies too. So, and then I find out this is a really big tomato. So this is probably going to be on my pretend balcony. I want to get out and do a video of it and show the little pretend balcony that I have and where I'm going to put this and how I'm going to trellis it and hope that this works. Because I really want to know how this bad boy tastes. Because she brags on this thing and how awesome it is and what an amazing tomato sandwich this thing makes. So I'm hoping I can at least get one tomato off this bad boy so I know what a Dr. Witchy's tomato sandwich tastes like. So here we go. And sorry y'all had to listen to me complain about living in an apartment. It's just because I can hear the toddler running over my head. Well, it's not just running. It's this little, and it's the cutest little girl you've ever seen in your life. She's a sweetheart, and I love her dearly. I really do. But she's got a basketball that she likes to bounce, and it's just like, oh. Someday I will have my chickens and my goats, and I want a mini Jersey cow. I think they're so cool. Somebody's video I watched the other day had a mini Jersey cow that they were milking, and I was like, oh dude, I've totally got to get me a mini Jersey cow. I sent it to my mother. I'm sorry if I forgot whose video that was. I was like, I've got to get me a mini Jersey cow. I'm sure every time I find something new that needs to go on the farm and send it to my mother, my dad is going, you two have got to stop. We don't need a cow. We don't need any more goats. And we don't need 50 chickens. This chicken mad thing's got to stop. And he's over there shaking his head at me going, no, I agree with your dad. We don't need all this stuff. You two need to stop. Y'all pray for me. Pray for me and my mother that we win this argument. We need all this stuff. Because I guarantee you, these two naysayers, they're going to like eating all that cheese and all the stuff that Mama and I are going to make from it. They're going to love it. Yes, they will. And then I'm going to be, I'll be, you know, calling my goats like reap what you sow. I'll be a crazy goat lady too. People all over YouTube can be making fun of me like they do her. I'll be having my own Willow. I love her, by the way. That's hilarious. I get so tickled. Okay, so now I do have cucumbers. I have some green beans. I don't think I'm going. And then I've got some okra ordered, and I got a jalapeno plant over there, but I think that's all I'm going to start today. I'm going to get these watered down and get them under a grow light and get them started. Thank y'all for listening to me ramble today. It's been one of those days. God bless. We love you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Be sure, like, share, subscribe. I always forget to say that. Our numbers keep going up, and we appreciate you so much. Don't forget, we have a live Wednesday night at 6:30. Also, What's on the Plate with Mama Z is Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. This week, we are going to be making some breakfast tacos for Miss Kendra to take to school with her. I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be. Hopefully the plans aren't going to change, but that's what we've got so far. Thank you so much. God bless y'all guys. See you on the next video.